We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And now the ball is free in the end zone. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's right on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fast. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. On the ground, it's Alexander. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Using his legs, it's Alexander.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's got it on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He'll pull it on the read. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It's a draw.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grab near the marker is Anthony. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackle is made after the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Play the analytics here and you go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 30. Nebraska, 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To the air on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the single back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabs it in the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Got it in the middle. It's Applewhite. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Applewhite. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go right back to him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing right. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
16.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that.
He's got it on the left. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Quick completion on the out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, looking for a man. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. Grabbed it in the end zone, but caught it just out of bounds on the left sideline. It's incomplete. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
22.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Using his legs, it's Applewhite. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another...